Hi everyone, Chris Natzke here with Black Belt Leadership Speaking and Coaching with your Mind of the Champion tip of the week. And I'd ask you to stay tuned till the end of this video for a special offer that I'm going to be giving you that'll help you bring this message into your own life. Coaching legend John Wooden is very well known for saying, make each day your masterpiece. Now, for those of you maybe not old enough to remember Coach Wooden, he's an absolute coaching legend. In fact, he led his UCLA Bruin basketball team to 10 NCAA championships and retired as the winningest coach in major college basketball history. And what's so great about Coach Wooden is most of his players and most of the people around him would affectionately refer to him as coach. But if you were to ask him what he did for his life purpose, he was a teacher. He was a teacher because he used basketball and he used the vehicle for that in order to teach life lessons. And in fact, many of his former players will say he was probably one of the most influential people in their lives. And again, what he said time and again is make each day your masterpiece. Now, what's interesting is what Coach Wooden would talk about is that, you may not be able to impact what happened yesterday. That's gone. But the best way that you can impact your future is by what you do today. And interestingly enough, is that when you focus on making a day a masterpiece, then that leads to masterpiece weeks, which then lead to a masterpiece month, which lead to masterpiece years, which then, of course, can lead into masterpiece lifetimes. So with that being said, what I have for you is what I call the 4 C's of creating a masterpiece day. Because when you follow these 4 aspects in your life and you do them daily, what I know happens, and when I am able to follow them as well, is that they're transformative, and what they can do is create this template for you to create masterpiece days and then impact the rest of your life. So the first one is this, it's to connect. The first C is to connect. And what connecting means is, first and foremost, is connecting with something larger than yourself, something bigger than yourself. You may call that God, the universe, nature, whatever that is for you. But take some time each morning, I think is the best time to do it, to just connect. And through that, connect with yourself. And once that connection is made, now you're tapped into this source. You're tapped into this larger power that can help guide your life. And from there, the connections that you make with your loved ones, with the people that you lead, with the people that you work with, are that much deeper. So where do you have the opportunity to connect with yourself, connect with something larger than yourself, so you connect better with the people in your world? Number 2 is to create. We are all creative beings. And when you think about it, think about the times in your life when you're probably the most happy. And during those times is when you were creating something. You were doing your work. You were, maybe you were doing a creative project at home, or maybe you were doing something creative in your work, or maybe as an athlete you were created through movement of your body. But through that creation, there's this verb for life that happens. And what's so interesting about it is, oftentimes we come up against challenge in our life and we look at ourselves as problem solvers. But what if you looked at yourself as a solution creator? Look at the way that changes your life. Look at the way that feeling is. So think about creating, number 2. Number 3 is to contribute. We all have amazing gifts in our lives. And I know I can speak for myself and also many of the people that I've had the honor of teaching and coaching throughout the last 4 decades, is that when we are contributing through the gifts that we have, we are the happiest we can be. In fact, I have a theory. It might be a little utopian, but I believe that if everyone was at the very top of their game, sharing the gifts that they had to offer the world would be a much better place. Many of the problems that we have would just simply go away, because people would be so happy about being able to share from the inside, they'd want nothing more than others to have that success and happiness as well. So number 3 is contribute. And number 4, as your day is wrapping up and you're looking at your day, it's time to contemplate. What were the things that worked? What were the things that didn't? What were the things you're grateful for? What are the strategies you can change in the next day so that you can make your next day even a greater masterpiece? But take some time for personal reflection so that you can continue to make each day a masterpiece. So Now's the time for the special offer. So if you look at the link below here, what I'm doing is what I call a February flash sale. And what I'm doing is I'm offering my online program, the Mind of a Champion online program, which is 8 weeks to creating a life of power, passion, and purpose for 50% off during the month of February. And in this, what you'll do is you'll get to learn about how to create a vision for your life, how to strategies and tactics for moving through challenges, and also how you can use the technology within it to create masterpiece days and then masterpiece lifetimes as well. So just go ahead and click below and you can check that out. So thanks so much for listening. As always, I'm so honored when you can listen to these messages, when you share, when you comment. I just always love your participation in this, and I always love sharing my message with you. And so here's to having a masterpiece day today and every day of your life. This has been Chris Natzke with Black Belt Leadership Speaking and Coaching, and we'll see you next time on the Mind of a Champion Tip of the Week.